People want change and they want accountability. And they're not going to sit back anymore and just wait for the city to unfold.
Two major commercial real estate developers in Portland weighing in with their outlook on the city. And this comes just a day after the Portland Business Alliance released its analysis on the serious economic problems Portland is facing.
That report also showed a drastic drop in activity downtown. Elise Haas, live in downtown tonight to share what the experts have to say, their insight into all of this. Elise?
Jeff, so Melvin Mark Company and TMT Development have their finger on the pulse of what is going on in this city, but then also what's going on behind the scenes in the business sector. And they have ideas for what's going to drive economic recovery.
We need people back downtown, and that includes the city, county, state workers, for things to function as they normally do.
Major commercial real estate developers say the work from home model is throttling the city's recovery. Currently, 25% of offices are vacant in downtown Portland, and without a high volume of people, shops and restaurants are struggling to stay afloat. But there are signs of hope.
Our office tenants are planning to be back around the end of March, and of course then retail follows.
But most offices are coming back in a hybrid capacity. Work from home some days and come into the office on others.
Less people in bigger spaces is the reality of where things seem to be shaking out.
To drive a speedy economic recovery, developers say visitors will need to supplement the lack of full-time office workers. To attract visitors, developers say local leaders need to put all of their efforts into improving public safety.
In society, we have that right to feel safe, to be able to walk to our store, to be able to walk to our school. And I think some of that has not been present over the last year and a half.
And helping the homeless get off the public sidewalks.
You have a very small, very vocal group of advocates that are advocating for camping to remain legal, but the overwhelming majority of Portlanders want to see this issue addressed with real severe urgency.
In the meantime, developers say it's important for Portlanders to shop local, dine downtown, and vote for politicians who are going to support restoring the city's vibrancy. And one thing you may have heard people proposing to do with downtowns, that office buildings, that are vacant, is to convert them into housing and apartments. When I talk to the developers about that, they say they don't think that's a viable option for Portland, especially because a lot of their office tenants have already initiated that return coming soon. And though things are not perfect in Portland or downtown right now, they will be the first ones to tell you that and admit it. I could really sense that they do have a strong sense of optimism, and that's because they say that they believe in the resiliency of this city. Live in downtown Portland, Elise Haas, KOIN 6 News.
And that's why they've taken the risk to invest in it. Elise, thank you. Excellent report. And as the city, what's their response to all this? We reached out to all 5 city commissioners. 3 have gotten back to us so far. MINGUS Maps says Portland's recovery is lagging, which is unacceptable. He says the city needs to keep adding public safety officers, investing in transitional housing, enforcing camping rules, and cleaning up the city. Commissioner Carmen Rubio saying all communities need to rebound equally by increasing our strategic investments and opportunities for BIPOC and women-owned businesses in all neighborhoods. And Mayor Wheeler says, quote, "Our local businesses, large and small, have my full support and attention." You can read their full responses at KOIN.com.